And we're back. Today I got something special for you guys. Out here on a brand new lake that I've absolutely never been to. It's about, I don't know, about 90 miles from my house, so I drove a little bit. Getting a little bit of a late start. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. But a lot of questions coming through the comment section. People want to know and understand how I break down or dissect a lake, a new body of water. Because I understand a lot of people travel. You show up to these new places, even for like my bank fishermen. You know, you show up to a new pond. You've never been to this pond before. You need to know what to look for and how to break it down. So we're gonna jump into that today. Hopefully we catch us some fish, some big fish, I hope. Springtime is on the way. It's actually winter here in Alabama. It's January, but it feels like it's springtime. So I'm hoping that's got those big mamas up and wanting to bite. So you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna break it down for you guys how I go about fishing a new lake that I've never been to. The most important piece of equipment on my boat when it comes to finding fish in a new body of water are my Garmin electronics. I made the decision to run way up this river here on Lake Wedowee just to get up here to check water clarity. I like fishing up rivers. A lot of obvious rock style transitions makes it a little bit easier on me. So that was something that I wanted to do, but I wanted to let you guys know probably the most important thing that you need to understand and be able to utilize on a new fishery, and it's your maps. Okay, so right here I have my map zoomed out and I have another one zoomed in. Very, very key right here. I can see all the contours. I can see a lot of these notations on here like flooded timber. So navigation helps me out there. And not only that, any offshore structure that I'm gonna target, I can see it before I get there on these Garmin electronics. And so having a good useful electronics is gonna be really, really key. Whatever brand you use, just make sure the mapping is top notch, and that's gonna help you navigate. We got some really stained water conditions. Decided to run way up the river just to kind of see what the water clarity was like, and it's super stained. As you can see here, I can see my bait down, oh, I don't know, not far, 4 or 5 inches. So that's pretty stained up. We'll work our way down the lake. I mean, we got the whole rest of the lake to work down, find better water clarity conditions and things like that. But this is a good place to start. With the water temperatures being in the mid 50s like it is, even though that might sound a little bit chilly, you can still get these fish to react pretty good this time of year on reaction style baits like this crankbait right here. So we're gonna bounce them around a little bit, and I'll work through several different baits. I got MR6, I got the SB57, spinnerbait, chatterbaits, all our muddy water conditioned baits tied on. Let's see if we can't catch us some. There one. There we go. First bite of the day. He got it good too. He ain't much to shout about. He wasn't coming off. Little dude, letting the water clarity dictate what I do. A red SB57. This one right here is called Red Glitter Craw. Got us our first bite. So that's the first sign. All right, buddy, thank you. Right there on the point, some stained water sitting there on the point, red crankbait. One thing I like to do when I'm out here and I'm trying to figure out new bites, I always let one fish tell on the next fish. So hopefully he just told on a few more. And then of course I'll take in consideration, we just got some nice flat rock right here. Let's see if we can't find us a couple more. There we go. Right on that point, right where he should be. Whoa, 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 buddy. Another spot. Not a giant one, right on that point. See, that last one told on the next one. Same situation, a point, little cut in right there, right where he ought to be. Again, not a giant, but man, it's a beautiful fish. Nice and white, stained water. But they've already shown, not only can they, there we go. Oh, whoa, what is that? Oh, what is that? What is that? I think I got his foul hooked. whatever it is. Oh, it's a largemouth is what that is. Good one too. Oh no, he ain't foul hooked. He got them hooks. So this one, decent one. Let's see if we can get him in the box. Come here, buddy. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Beautiful largemouth. Just following along with that pattern. Never even been in this place. Just let one thing lead to another. You can see this is a perfectly subtle little point right here. Got the main river out here, access to deep water. Quick transition for them. Perfect place for them to move up before eventually heading in here to go spawn. So there you have it. That's a nice, that's probably a 2 1/4. It's not a giant, but it's a solid fish. Definitely a tournament bass. Thank you. There she goes. Once again, just letting one bite tell on the next bite. We had 2 bites in a row. Both of them were spotted bass on points, leading into pockets or small bays where they're eventually going to spawn. And believe it or not, even though it's January, a lot of times through the southeast, these fish are actually in pre-spawn mode. So keep that in mind when you're searching out these new places too. Try to understand, or at least in your mind, visualize where they're going to eventually lay their eggs. So in my mind, here's the main river. Eventually, they're headed back into this short creek right here. This is where they're going to actually spawn. So these points leading in, these first couple of points, the main points, the next 2 sets of points leading into the creek, in my opinion, is where they're going to set up. They're going to feed heavily before eventually pulling up into one of these pockets or bays and eventually laying their eggs. All right, another tip that I want to give you guys and point out, I'm always looking for this on any lake that I go to because their fish are always holding on them. Right here, you can see we got a launch ramp, okay? Anytime you got a launch ramp leading into the water, always fish it, and I'm gonna tell you why. They lay that concrete down, the sun beats on that concrete, it creates moss, and all kind of algae starts growing on that, which in turn, that's what the shad are feeding on. So they'll come and they'll feed on that. It's like a party right there. So you pull up, you see a ramp coming into the water, throw whatever you got up there, crankbait, jig, it doesn't matter. Just get something there because fish are always lurking around those launch ramps. So hard for me to get away from that guy right there, but I'm gonna try him out. There we go. Got one on a trap. Oh, feel like a good one too. Spotty. Oh, he got that trap, boy. He wanted that thing. When they get it like this here, head first, like this guy, look at this. Look at this. Are y'all seeing this? Look at this. When they get a trap like that, there ain't no doubt. No doubt. When they get him like that, there is absolutely, positively no doubt you got the right color. Good Lord. Wow, man. Now, I'm sorry to tell you folks, if you want this color right here, you gotta go to Bass Pro Shop. That's a custom, that's an exclusive for Bass Pro Shop. It's called Christmas Tree. And they've released about 5 or 6 exclusive colors at Bass Pro Shop. This one's my favorite. And you see why. Deep throating. Look at that. She got him. Oh, he's jumping. Oh, nice. Awesome. I told you, keep making casts like that, you're gonna get him. Flip him in. Got the wife catching him. Look, you said you was just about to blank, and I told you, if you keep making casts like that, you ain't gonna blank. Mustard crawl. We figuring it out, y'all. You made a good cast. You keep making good casts, you're gonna catch fish. There you go. There it is. Thanks, little buddy. We're gonna put you in a TV show. You got him? Ooh, big one. Take your time, babe. No, keep doing your thing. Oh no, he's not that big. Decent though. That's a decent one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Awesome. Flip him in. Reel down some more. Reel down some more. Okay, flip him in. That's a nice one. Real nice one. Look at that. Man, I done gave this girl this mustard crawl. And now she's trying to wear me out, y'all. That's her second one in a row. Look at that. Dandy too. Here, hold him up. Show them. What you catch him on? Tell the people.
An SB57.
What color?
Mustard crawl.
Mustard crawl. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, that's a real good one. That's a real good one. That's why you fish launch ramps right here. This is why you fish launch ramps right here. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. It's a good fish. Good fish. No. Come here, buddy. Oh. Come here, bud. Come here. You got them hooks, don't you? Gotcha, buddy. Yeah. I gave you the tip earlier. Fishing these launch ramps. I've never been here before in my life. That's the results right there. Yes. It's a nice one. It's 3.5 pounder. Maybe a little bit better. It's a dandy though. I felt him lock that thing up, boy. Let me tell you. Gosh, Lee. Just bouncing that thing off that launch ramp, which actually has zero cover to it whatsoever, but it's a man-made structure that has a depth range to it, naturally man-made depth range. So they're utilizing that depth range, right? That transition, and then also, once again, that's a lot of bait fish like to hang out there, crawfish included. This dude right here found him an SB57 to the face. Beautiful fish. Gonna get her back. Look how dirty that water is. That's why you throw red crankbaits. Bye, baby. They like him. All right, so it's been made obvious on some transition banks as well as some launch ramps with a little bit of water on them. When I say a little bit, I'm talking 3 to 5 foot of water. You can get bit banging around a square bill. Something that you always need to be cognizant of when you're throwing square bill crankbaits. Retie often. That bait's down there, boom, 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 bouncing around on all those rocks, that wood, whatever the cover is. People don't retie enough. So I just caught that one fish. I probably made 45, 50 casts prior to that, but I don't want to lose a 5, 6, 7, 8 pounder if that opportunity arrives. So just taking a couple seconds to go ahead and retying your bait is going to be all the difference in the world and saving you one of those super long stories at the end of the day about the one that got off and how you should have won the tournament. Don't be that guy. 2 seconds, I'm done retying, and guess what? I'm back fishing. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Largemouth. Oh, jerking plug. Not a big one, but a good one. Oh, that's a spot. Is that a spot? I can't tell what it is. Oh, it's a spot. Come on, parrot. Oh, nice one. On my stick again. Once again, right off the tip of that launch ramp right there. I'm telling you, man. Just paying attention. Got one bite this morning off a launch ramp, and then I just kept following it up. And that's what you get right there. Nice quality spot. Jerking him up. Beauty. Lake Wadowee Chunker. Yes, sir. There we go. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big something. I don't know what that is, but that's big. Oh, man. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a snagged largemouth. Boy, oh boy, I thought this was a freaking giant. I got him foul hooked. Good Lord, he felt heavy. Got him by one hook, foul hooked. Come here, boss. You know what it is, I ain't in a tournament, so I ain't gonna risk this. Usually I'd grab this fish, try to lip it, but look at that. Today you can get away with doing that. In tournament, he came off 4 or 5 different times. Pays off to have sharp hooks, and that's why. Nice little largemouth, jerking these flat points, just adding to the deal. I like this place. All right, buddy. I thought surely somebody would have came out from in there. There he is. I knew somebody was gonna come up that. Somebody was gonna come up off that ramp. I knew it. He ain't much of somebody, but he's somebody. Oh, him right here. Look at him. I knew somebody was up there. I didn't know who it was up there, but it had to be somebody. Launch ramp, spotted bass, jerk bait. It doesn't matter the bait. These fish on this lake have definitely let me know that they utilize these launch ramps right here. So that's part of the pattern from today. Nice spotted bass. Nothing big, but super fun. And I'm figuring things out. All right, guys, the sun's getting ready to get down. I'm getting ready to get out of here. What a fun day it was. Got out here, Lake Wedowee, first time, never been. Decided to run up the river initially and got on some fish on points leading into bays on that SB57, red glitter crawl and also mustard crawl. Couple on the trap. I think I got one on chatterbait. And then we ran back down lake where the water got a little bit clearer and ended up finishing the day throwing a jerk bait, which is another very prevalent wintertime technique, and I'm still playing with it a little bit here right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you learned something from this. Just a quick breakdown of how I dissect the lake in these conditions, muddy water conditions, a warming trend. It's been abnormally warm here in Alabama, in the mid 60s every single day. The water temp is in the mid 50s. I'd say we got it done today. We didn't catch a giant bag of them, but we got some really nice largemouth and some nice spots when it was all said and done. So I'm looking forward to getting back up to this lake because I want to discover and explore a lot more on this pond. I hear it has a lot of big fish in it, so I'm going to do that here in the next couple of weeks. But again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you want to see. I appreciate all my subscribers. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.